It is so freaking cold today. You guys, I have decided that I would order chicken from Chick-fil-A just to kind of remind me of its taste because it's been so freaking long that I vaguely remember. I know the other day being like maybe 3 months ago, I had a biscuit, but I genuinely do not remember it. I ordered three different kinds of the same fucking chicken nuggets, strips, and the fillet. I was tripping big time over how one chicken strip is priced at 189. Just don't offer that. It looks really bad to offer one chicken strip for $2. But anyway, that's just me as a customer, my perception about it. Maybe they have a plan. Maybe a single one sells a lot. But I think that it's embarrassing and it shouldn't be there. Let's dig in. Oh, fantastic. When I need forks, they don't give it to me. But this time they did. They figured. Okay. So first up, we have the chicken strips. I don't like to touch food, so that's why I'm going to fork my way through this. And I don't want to have greasy hands when I'm handling equipment. All right, so let's go. They gave me a knife too. This tastes like what I remember, which was good. It's not very crispy. It's pretty juicy and tender. And of course, it has that signature Chick-fil-A taste. I have always been of the opinion that if I was not going to order a chicken sandwich, I had to go for these chicken strips. But when I was a kid, I found that the nuggets had a better taste than the strips. During my teenage years, I used to think that the strips tasted better. But now it's like coming back around and believing that the nuggets taste better. So let's see what this is about. Let's see how the nuggets are. They come in the cute little red box. Speaking of red box, you guys remember the movies? Red box that were turning up at Walgreens, and we used to think that would be the threat of movie theaters and movie stores. But then all of that is extinct now over streaming platforms. Who would have guessed? Are red boxes even still around? I feel like they still are. All right, chicken nuggets. They smell kind of better. Let's see. Yes. The nuggets are a little more firm. I guess you could expect that given that it's a smaller piece of meat. I find that it has more flavor than the strips. They're a little drier, but more flavorful for some reason. I just bit off that tail and it had good flavor. It had some really, really, really good flavor. The nuggets are greater than the strips. All right, now we are moving on to the fillet. They arrive in one of these and the little aluminum foil lined bag. And that's what it looks like. I know I've done a review about the fillets before, but this is a recollection video, let's call it that way. So clearly this is tender if I was able to pull it apart with just a fork. So let's see. This is supposed to go between the two buns. I wish I had a food scale. I would have loved to have weighed the nuggets and the strips and the fillet. This, guys, doesn't have a lot of flavor, weirdly enough. Yeah, compared to the last two things I had, the strips and the nuggets, this doesn't have much flavor. Interesting. Now I can see why some people would say that they find Chick-fil-A's sandwiches a little bland compared to Popeyes. Now, this still has much more flavor than the strips and the chicken sandwich from Popeyes. That's out of the question. But maybe I should try going to Popeyes, ordering a sandwich, and get rid of the pickles and the bun and their mayonnaise and try it alone. But weird. Why is this lacking life? Don't get me wrong, it's not 100% bland, but compared to the chicken nuggets I just had, can't compete. I also find that this has a bit of a sweet taste going on. This is crazy. I was not expecting this kind of experience from the fillet. What if I told you guys that everything that I just ordered was a little over $14? It was like 14 and some cents. I don't regret spending the money, for that is a great source of protein right there. But it was not worth $15. I can tell you that much. I can understand why people keep coming back for this flavor. It is unique. Had you asked me some 8, 9 years ago, 10 years ago, I was an absolute Chick-fil-A fangirl. But then in the last 2 years, especially the last 2 years, have been absolutely critical. I mean it in the sense that I caught myself not going there much, not craving them, not being excited about them. And on top of that, they started messing with my orders, messing them up. And that began to frustrate me because it seemed to be that every single visit, without kidding you, every single visit, something was wrong. But when it comes to objectively the flavor, I can honestly tell you that I could go the rest of my life without this. I cannot believe that I find I had a better time with the chicken nuggets than the chicken strips and the fillet. However, I had an even better time with the Burger King chicken sandwich than I did with this. Even the KFC chicken sandwich than this flavor, which now, adding pickles and the buns, it jogs my memory and reminds me of what the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is supposed to be. So honestly, I feel like I could alter the ranking now and say that I like McDonald's chicken sandwich, followed by Burger King had a slightly better flavor than KFC, but it didn't have as good a texture and juiciness as the KFC sandwich. So I will say KFC is in second place, and then Burger King is third place, and Chick-fil-A is fourth place, and then Zaxby's, and then Popeyes. It's interesting because now that I have gone back for that Chick-fil-A flavor, like I said, I honestly cannot imagine going back for this anytime soon. And if it were to disappear for the rest of my life, I've only gone almost a year without it. I'm pretty confident about what I'm saying right now. I will demote Chick-fil-A by 2 spots and say that the real competition is between KFC, McDonald's, and Burger King for a chicken sandwich. But of course, that's just my opinion. Nobody can be sitting out here and being like, oh yeah, somebody's opinion of a flavor is absolute. Just like we find certain scents to be pleasant and other people do not find them pleasant. I guess my scent for Chick-fil-A is no longer as pleasant. I would have a better time ordering stuff from Starbucks than this. Good to know. Alright guys, well that concludes my recollection review of Chick-fil-A food. Do you guys still go to Chick-fil-A? Do you guys even have a high opinion of them? Do you have a low opinion of them? Let me know, because I never would have imagined that Chick-fil-A would be a place that I wouldn't gravitate toward anymore. It's taken me a minute to process all that. Alright guys, I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.